it's time for another video. So I've already posted a video of my Weasleys and Florians and broomsticks from my extended Diagon alley. So this video is focusing on Gringotts. You can see there it's at the end of the alley. It's quite a lot larger than the original set. I was lucky enough to buy 2 sets, so that enabled me to give it extra height and depth. I did also have to buy quite a few extra parts from Bricklink, particularly the brick tan modified with studs, that's right, and white tiles, of course. I made a couple of big changes to the set. So the first one being that I kept the roof intact, you can see there, added the dome, and also 2 other changes, which I'll also show you. So let's get started. Okay, so here's the first big reveal. And that is that I have the dragon bursting out of the floor of the bank with Ron, Hermione and Harry perched on its back. Kind of irritated me a little bit in the purchase set that the dragon had burst out of the ceiling, but the floor was still intact. Just didn't make sense to me. So when I rebuilt my Diagon alley and put it on Mills plates, it gave me the opportunity to create some depth in the floor, and I was able to build the dragon coming out. It's only half the dragon, the other half is still in the bag because it's still in the floor. As you can see, I also installed some lights, and I quite like the way that the chandeliers reflect through the top half of the building. Quite a few little elves there. By buying 2 sets, I had lots to be able to fill in the space. Really quite pleased with how that turned out. So before I do the other reveal, I'll show you a bit of detail. As I said, I've got the roof intact. I bought some extra parts from the Botanical Gardens set to create my dome. Really happy with how that turned out. And of course, I've got a little wizard on his broom flying into Diagon Alley. I also created a few little scenes. So obviously people entering the bank, as you can see there. But down the side, I also created a little area where there's a coffee, butterbeer, drinks cart, and all these people converging to have sweet drinks. The bank connects to my broomsticks, Florians, and Weasley section, so the flooring just continues. And now to the other reveal. Okay, so anyone who's built the set knows that down the side there's the dividing wall. I decided to do things a little bit differently, and I created it as the entry to the vaults. And then of course, because I was able to get 2 sets, I created 2 tracks. Unfortunately, having my table heights just right means I wasn't able to bring the vaults with me to the one time I've exhibited this set. So some of you will be seeing it for the first time. I was pretty happy with how it turned out. I've got some of the vaults facing the back, which I'm okay with because it's about the fact that the tracks go all the way around. I've built it up. They're connected, so it's one big piece. And I'll just show you how it works, because I've got 2 little goblin carts there. One seems to work better than the other, so hopefully I'll be able to video this well enough. It's getting started. There we go, so he goes all the way down to the bottom. The other one's not quite as cooperative. He goes almost all the way, and off he goes. He always stops there. I just obviously got to adjust the height somehow, give him a last little push, and there we go. So I'm quite happy, as I said, how they turned out. And that's my extended Gringotts. I hope you like it.